Alyssa Mercante has revealed that she will be taking legal action against her harassers and doxers, which I guess that leaves me out of the equation because I've done neither to Alyssa Mercante, but I do know for a fact that she has harassed and doxed people that are critical of her, people that make videos about her. I mean, she had Smash JT's wife in the DMs. She's made t-shirts making a joke out of that situation. She's also shut down websites. She's also continued to be passive-aggressive towards individuals that she's blocked online. And anytime that these people clap back at her, whether it's a video, whether it's a tweet, she claims that they're the obsessed, unhinged ones and that she has them blocked. And I guess that in her mind, her weird, fragile, illogical mind, that means that they are no longer allowed to criticize her in any form or fashion. Newsflash, Alyssa Mercante, that's not how the world works. You are not immune to criticism, whether I'm blocked or somebody else is blocked. That doesn't mean that you are absolutely in the clear of ever having anybody talk about you. So guess what? We're talking about you today because you put this tweet out saying it's been nearly 6 months since my Sweet Baby Inc. report and the start of the Gamergate harassment campaign. During this time, I've been gathering info and seeking advice from lawyers and can finally confirm that I'm moving forward with legal action against several parties for doxing, harassment, and defamation. I'm funding this myself, but will probably have to create a GoFundMe to help with expenses. I appreciate all your support. This girl wants to be left alone, but then she has the nerve to constantly post stuff like this and expect nobody to clap back or give their opinion on this. So there's several things that jump out to me. First and foremost, she's going to be creating a GoFundMe to help with expenses, yet we're the grifters, right? We're only grifters, guys, because we make right-wing content that calls out woke ideology that Alyssa Mercante and her ilk like to promote in video games. For whatever reason, they hate straight white male gamers, and they feel that everything that they consume needs to be catered to this modern audience that doesn't turn out. I mean, look, Acolyte just got canceled because this modern audience that they cater to didn't show up. Doesn't support anything financially for the modern audience. And Alyssa Mercante wants to push this nonsense. And when we call it out, when we call out her stupid articles, when we call out her behavior, like, again, contacting people's wives, shutting down websites, you name it, the laundry list goes on and on and on. May I continue challenging people to fight physically? She's immune from it because she has all of us blocked, but she's the one stalking our social media still. She's the one posting screen caps of stuff that we say. She even tried to take a clip out of my live stream out of context where I was asking Smash JT about a thumbnail he had with her underboob as me being some kind of weird gooner to her. Newsflash, you have bad tattoo judgment. I don't find you sexy at all. Yeah, your ass is nice, but that's about it. So she's going to be playing victim. She's saying it's been 6 months since there's been a harassment campaign against her. But if you remember, there was a lot of venom, a lot of vitriol in that original Sweet Baby Inc. report that she wrote that essentially kicked all this off. And it's been coming out, near daily that there's a lot of shady stuff with Sweet Baby Inc., especially in regards to the allegations with them trying to extort Black Myth Wukong. You've seen all these hit pieces being written about that game ever since they allegedly denied Sweet Baby Inc.'s involvement with the game. You've seen Alyssa Mercante make a lot of tweets towards individuals like Smash JT, Grums, myself even. She's constantly on the attack. But for some reason, she's the one that feels like she's harassed. I think not. And now she's going to be taking money from her simps and her fans, which is an obvious, clear grift because in all honesty, she has no grounds to stand on at all. If she was to come at me, what are you going to come at me for? Because I made videos about you? Guess what? That's just going to give me more content. That's just going to give Smash JT more content, Hypnotic more content, Stuttering Craig more content. Nobody's doxing you. And if they are, I don't condone it. And matter of fact, when that first doxing incident happened where people had your sister's info on a website, I disavowed it. I don't encourage anybody prying private information of you, Nick Calandra, you name it. As far as harassment goes, this hasn't been any harassment. This has all been screenshots of what you've posted online. Reactionary content based on what you've put out there. The public narrative that's out there is because of you, Alyssa Mercante. It doesn't matter if you have me blocked. It doesn't matter if you have Smash blocked. The internet is big. You don't think that there's people that are currently following you that aren't blocked, that don't send me or send other stuff without asking? When you did the thing at Summer Games Fest challenging people to fight physically, was that not, I guess, embarrassing enough for you to think that you won't be criticized about it? Get out of here. You're weird. You are the weirdest public figure I've seen in my life. And you're cringe. Well, anyways, I guess she's continuing on because I got an update that for Master of the TDS, who's been banging out tweets about this situation, that she's now represented by Cusk Law. And you can see that she's actually being super aggressive about this. Super defensive. I already think she has this lost if she's going to be acting this irrational. But what do you expect from a modern day feminist, right? So I guess she puts a screenshot of an article that she wrote from 2023 where an individual has harassed and doxed a Bungie community manager and lost a trial for defamation and harassment and whatever the fuck. Okay. Is this supposed to scare us? Is this supposed to scare us away, Mercante? Now, you can see Master of the TDS is the one that broke this news and tagged all of us in it and is basically just giving updates, and she's just getting cooked alive. You can see Mark Fox is saying, this is the first I've heard of her being doxxed. Was she? I've never saw a single thing about that before. Master of the TDS says, I can confirm there was an account pretending to be her sister. I saw it and blocked and reported it immediately when it started following me. Other than that, I don't know. Justin says, spoiler alert, she will pocket that cash. And yeah, I agree. She's going to absolutely 110% pocket this cash, just like Keffels did when she raised legal money. Tebow says, well, seeing as I've never checked notes, doxed, harassed, or defamed her, I'm not worried one bit. Same. Smash JT says, okay, here we go again. Hikari says she will lose. Whatever lawyers told her she had a case, shouldn't be practicing. That or they just want the money and think she's stupid. She's a typical crybaby. Somehow all the money will disappear. She's going to sue herself. I mean, she's just getting eaten alive in these comments. And again, other people are reporting it. We got the Park Place saying a full article breaking down everything about it. Everything about it. And again, what is she going to do? Oh, you guys are mean. You guys are tweeting about me, making videos about me. Retarded. This breaks down a whole history of Alyssa Mercante on here, basically, focusing on her history with Smash JT, who, again, his wife was contacted by Alyssa Mercante because of his Kotaku detected website. But this also touches base on Vera Dark. But let's just go through everything right here. So as far as me harassing her, my tweets, again, like I said, are based off of screenshots that I see posted by other people or that are sent by me. This is all public stuff. If you post on social media, you're a fool if you think that just because you have somebody blocked that the rest of the internet's not going to be seeing it. And if she tries to say defamation, look at this story that she put out herself. How could somebody that puts out something this ridiculous say that they get defamed? She put out this story about her being in a bar, right? And basically having sex with a guy. She said, I used to write a sex blog, and I was in a Boston bar looking for content, talking to an Olympic swimmer. A Shakira song was playing, and her music video was on the TVs in the bar. Unprompted, he went, she's kind of fat. So I decided to sleep with him because I knew it would be bad. It was. I eviscerated him in a post. Everyone got a pseudonym, and he messaged me for weeks after begging me to take it down and asking if I really did hear him farting all night. I did. So she was answering, I guess, like a Reddit or a tweet about the dumbest or most unconventional reason you had sex with a person. Yet us criticizing her about her takes on video games and movies and TV shows is defamation when she literally incriminates herself on this. The fact that she would call anybody a right-wing incel after posting an embarrassing sexual slutty story like this is pretty fucking wild, in my opinion. Obviously, she defamed him even though she gave him a pseudonym. She was writing stories about him and her sexual experience with me. I mean, if I really wanted to say, this is probably a form of, even though they had consenting sex, for her to go out and write and smear and kind of hold it over his head when he's asking her, please take the article down, and she doesn't. That's kind of hypocritical about her. You think that she had Nick Calandra go and ask for Smash JT to take down Kotaku Detected, and he didn't comply, so they shut his whole entire website down. Obviously, this guy that she slept with was asking her to take the article down, and she wasn't complying. It's almost like rules for thee, but not for me when it comes to her. And this is an example of the tweets that I've put out, right? Stuff that she puts publicly that I believe definitely has the right to be criticized. You can see just yesterday or the other day, I put, she's out here whining about harassment in gaming, but isn't she the same one throwing out hit pieces, doing damage control, and challenging folks to fights like she's training for the next UFC match? This is comedy gold. Thanks for the laughs, Alyssa. And she put, if you went into a bar and started ranting about soy boy cucks and Western gamer ideologies and woke mobs, you'd be laughed out of there. It's a shame these people don't go out in public more. They learn immediately that they're fucking losers. You're harassing people about video games. The internet was a mistake because it allowed all of you weirdos to find each other when before its invention, you'd stay in your caves where you belong. She's implying that people like me don't go out. I'm out all the time. I'm out at bars literally all the time. In fact, you, Nick Calandra, and Airbag tried to make a story. Oh, John Phipps, too. Y'all tried to make a story that I was at a bar talking to underage girls. I don't know how that works, but when I said hot little white girls, you guys tried to imply that it was children and said that I shouldn't be around children at my wrestling school. I don't know what bars you guys are going to that I would get kicked out of, or what bars you go to that kids would be at, but that kind of, raises a little bit of questions in what you guys are up to, especially John Phipps and Nick Calandra and them. So y'all try to do that whole smear campaign against me. But again, you are writing passive-aggressive shit like this and don't expect anybody not to tweet or make videos about it is fucking wild. Why do you think that you're immune to criticism, right? And she did her, I guess, scam charity the other day where we went and did research and saw that some of the people that run that charity in the past that were working for them actually got arrested and in trouble for embezzlement of funds and all this other nonsense that's going on, or they got terminated, or there was some kind of scandal, right? She raised funds for it. We raised questions saying maybe she didn't do her research, and she posts this. Again, we're not allowed to react or talk about this. She's the one being the aggressor here, but somehow she's the harassed one. Laughing my fucking ass off. They're absolutely losing their minds over us raising over $25,000 for Trans Lifeline, and this skill can't make me look bad. Ugh, just looking at these photos of her is so disgusting. She's such a pathetic wannabe Lady Gaga who isn't even attractive in any form or fashion. Continuing on, she was trying to, I guess, attack or ratio the quartering, saying that he's obsessed with genitals. And she was all like, oh, I didn't know you both wrote for a dead shill website, Kotaku, and are pro-man abusing women, right, in regards to the Olympic scandal. But meanwhile, she's writing articles like this about realistic vaginas being in a Witcher 3 update. But we're harassing her, guys. We are harassing her based on stuff that she's putting out there publicly. Again, her shit article about Assassin's Creed Shadows and Star Wars Outlaws. And I said, imagine being Alyssa Mercante, so tone deaf that you blame Japanese gamers' feelings on grifters, desperate to blame a white man. Can't wait for her to cry over the criticism on this damage control article, because this whole article was about how Japanese people aren't really upset about Assassin's Creed Shadows, that it's actually right-wing Gamergate grifters that are upset about it, and that they're racist, and that Ubisoft shouldn't have caved in. She literally wrote a hit piece on anybody that has a problem with Assassin's Creed Shadows. And somehow she's the one being harassed. Make this make sense. Make this make sense. So continuing on, I love to bury her on Twitter. It's such great fun. I know it absolutely triggers her. You can see she was upset that Ubisoft sent a message to the Japanese community. And this comes after her trying to trash Melanie Mac, saying that Melanie Mac's pick-me readings are off the charts, right? Just because she was saying that she's not going to vote for a woman, right? So I said, Alyssa Mercante calling anyone pick-me's hilarious when her terrible takes scream woke edgelord. Melanie Mack stays based and real. Unlike Alyssa, zero self-awareness. Does she even read her own articles and tweets? Again, somebody show me where this is doxing, harassment, anything that she could do legal grounds on. And you can see even her saying, oh, if you are complaining about video games or movies or the people depicted in them, you should probably not be allowed to vote. Yeah, okay. Alyssa Mercante has spoken, everyone. We can't respond to that. She could sure as fuck give hot takes like this all day, but we can't respond to that at all, guys, because that's harassment. And again, yeah, she's coming out here threatening legal action, this harassment campaign. But don't forget, she contacted Smash's wife, and this was the response that she wouldn't love her if her husband was doing this, criticizing a female. This is a weird shield that she hides behind. She's always hid behind it. She literally says at the bottom, I found your wife's Facebook and asked what she thinks about the father of her children harassing a woman online and laughing when she shares that someone they're supporting has been threatening to kill them for weeks, which she's twisting the truth. She's absolutely twisting the truth on this. But remember, she contacted the wife. This is doxing, like literally. And then she's made merch. She literally wore a shirt saying, I'll DM your wife, or I DM'd Smash JT's wife, or Alyssa Mercante DM'd Smash's wife. She wore that on her trans charity. But she's the one being harassed, guys. Come on, get out of here. Continuing on, you can see this was back when she got doxed, and I guess her sister got doxed, and they made the website with tweets and all this crap. I don't condone this. The fact that the screenshot even has the sister's name on it, I don't condone that. I can't do anything about this, though. I'm preserving tweet preservation here, so sorry. But yeah, I said I don't agree with this at all. But this is the situation. I don't know who did this. I don't find it cool. I know I didn't dox anybody, so if she's trying to say that I've doxed people, fuck off. Now, you can see Smash JT responded to the saying that this is the consequence of her actions, right? Basically, the whole situation with the doxing of that. Now, she was pretty upset, and rightfully so, but there's still a little bit of double standard here, because you got to remember, she was all for Smash's wife being contacted. She even tried to say that DMing your wife after you've been harassing me for weeks is not remotely comparable to this. If you do not stop centering me in your content and emboldening these people to harass me, I will be forced to take legal action. That's what it is. And she even sent Vera Dark it'd be good for you if you stop talking about me type of thing. Like veiled threats towards people, because she feels she's immune to any kind of criticism, that she feels that if the content is about her, it's emboldening trolls and doxers to attack her. What do you think you're doing when you write articles attacking Gamergaters and hit pieces attacking right-wing grifters, like you like to label them? What about that hit piece you're going to write about Melanie Mack, or the one that you're going to write about Osmond Gold? Do you not think that you were going to be centering your content on people and directing trolls to harass and dox them? It's so fucking weird that only you are allowed to criticize, misrepresent people, dox people, you name it, right? And she's over here saying, don't interact with them, don't do this, blah, blah, blah. We've all reported and blocked any time that there was doxing. Anytime I've seen it. I mean, just the other day, Nick Calandra's house was on fucking Twitter, and I blocked that account immediately. And that guy was smearing me as a pedophile. Now, he made this statement, Smash JT made this a statement back then. This all was months ago, about if she takes legal action, that she's had good faith, that he's had good faith, that everything is a rebuttable of facts. Everything has been online. It's using screen captures of her own words to substantiate a perspective. And that's all we've been doing, Alyssa. Stuff that you've been putting out is what we're putting to put our arguments and our tweets out. And I mean, look, when Smash's website got taken down, she was having a field day. Ooh, it's website not detected. Still pursuing legal action. My ass. You know, and then again, when she challenged everybody to fights, we saw that infamous clip on the couch. Very Dark tried to reach out. She ghosted her. She's not a harassed victim, guys, at all. She's not a harassed victim. She was like, "Oh, I'm not a rage peddler." She's a rage peddler, guys. She just wants attention. She just wants us to make content. She says that, but she wants to be a victim on top of it, because these wokies need to be oppressed. They need to be held down. They need to feel like victims in order to feel like they're actual activists. That's what it is about. And yeah, she's just upset that she's clown shoes at this point. That we're gonna continue to milk her. She's literally doing the Streisand effect at this point. Her putting out this legal threat today was probably the single worst thing that she could have done, because now it just stoked the flames. Everybody's going to be talking about you, Alyssa Mercante. Everybody's going to be bringing up your shit. And what I showed today in this video is just a small inkling of everything that you've done towards other people and your friends as well. So whatever grounds that you think you might have, okay, that's cool. But I don't think you have anything that you can win with. So good luck with that. Good luck with that.